Omega starting from SF, and they should be going in for that push. Hopefully, no butchers play. No butchers play. No, still two players going in there for those butchers play. Hopefully, they will be able to pull something off. Nice! This is what I want to see from the butchers. They go in for the backstab, and just one player now making that play, and it's gonna be Rage. He asked that question, and prevention of that blue flag. That is what I want to see. That Bravo flag has not been touched or completed by Smart Omega as quickly as they usually do. PDR Esports, they've got a chance.
That was really nice there coming from inside PDR. You can see that they know how Smart Omega plays. This is what we talk about, AJ. When you are the top dog, everybody's got it out for you, and everybody's going to keep their eyes out for what you do and how to counter that, and you can see that exactly coming to play here. But now, that Bravo point almost going to be taken by PDR. They do have a decent amount of control of it, and I think with this poor position by Jello, this should give them enough time to be able to cap that Bravo point, and that they shall. Very nicely done for PDR.
Oh. Absolute brilliance coming in from PDR now. They go in for the push. Smart Omega, they have to understand that people are watching them. You are right, Nico. The bigger you are, the better you are. All eyes on you. And now prevention at the C flag by Millionaires as well as Locks. Well played by PDR. But they need to go in and clear the market off because one player now dropping in from the side. Jay-Z, Captain Jay-Z himself gets kicked out of that side, but he managed to do the unthinkable. He pulls that C flag back for himself first for the side of Smart Omega and PDR Esports. I love what I'm seeing. They know they can anticipate Smart Omega's moves, which means they can catch them off guard.
This is perfect reads here coming from the side of PDR. You can see that they've done their homework, AJ. They know how Smart Omega plays Crossfire, and they're playing the counter of that UAT at the moment. Look at the control they have here at the bomb spawn, and look how far they pushed in on that bus station to be able to have a great cross on the mid alley. But now Smart Omega have taken Bravo point, and this is where they're so formidable. When you give up Bravo point to Smart Omega, it can be very difficult to pull off a guard. Still, PDR, they're winning the fights that they need to, and as Smart Omega, they're trying to trickle into the Bravo point. They cannot take it away from them at the moment.
PDR Esports punishing Smart Omega for picking the SF base, and now they have prevented that reflag pickup, but will they be able to snuff out Candy before he pulls it back away from them? No, Young Jace is just a little bit too late to the spot. He brings in the death machine, won't be able to pull the sentry out for the backup just yet. Crush gets taken down, and the solo hold, the solo pull for that B flag now being done by Young J, and he should be able to pull this off for himself. Crazy hole coming in here. B and C side, and the sentry gun setup. That's all PDR now needs in order to hold this on. Rage just flying through all of those players with the equalizer.
Completely damaging the entire push here of Smart Omega. And it's looking like this half could go in the way of PDR. That was perfect. Using the death machine just to cap the Bravo point by himself to a Young J, and then Rage with the push and holding down the line. PDR are playing this to perfection and how to counter the Smart Omega Crossfire. This is one of the best maps on one of the best modes for Smart Omega, and PDR just ended it with a solid lead.
What a play, man. And now PDR Esports, they've got a bigger task up ahead for themselves to now pull off a similar strat like Smart Omega. Push in 4 players towards that B flag, and right after trickle on in towards Laundry, jump on in towards Spare Room, and go in for the backstab. Pull that C flag back for themselves as well. If they cannot pull that off, oh, beautiful by Jello. And that's exactly what Jello is trying to go in here for, the push in for. Smart Omega preventing those plays, but the sentry gun now being pulled out at the corner building. I'm curious to see how effective it's going to be.
Amazing. Completely dismantling the push here of Smart Omega. Bravo point has not been taken, but that's what PDR need to do. They need to catch him off guard. They need to make Smart Omega wonder, like, how the hell did he get there so quick? And that is what PDR are going to have to do time and time again. But now the Bravo point has been in control of Smart Omega, and this is where it's so dangerous here, AJ. When they have that Gorilla and Bravo control, it can be very, very difficult to pull back. We've seen some teams do it, but it is a very difficult task to pull off. Can PDR retake control here of that Bravo point? They're coming in from the corner building to try now and fight their way on in, but Omega are winning all the fights.
What was that sentry placement there for? Why did they bring the sentry out at the corner building? I don't understand. PDR Esports now losing this battle because they're not sending their men in for those right plays. And now Bus Station, they need to get rid of Whoopi, but Whoopi is just so annoying here. Young Jay finally puts him out of commission, and now are they going to be able to trickle into Butchers and at the very least pull in a distraction at that Charlie flag? But no, they want to bring out the XS1 Goliath at Lounge, and this XS1 Goliath is going to be walking quite a far distance to get to his play point. What's PDR doing?
The plan here, I think, is to go for that back cap towards Charlie. I think it should be the right moment. Try and get that swap. Try and go for the Gorilla instead, because Smart Omega are going to be able to hold down that front line so amicably. If they can take Charlie point away, if they can take that bottom Gorilla spawn away, then they might be able to flip this one on back. It seems like that is going to be the idea, but Smart Omega, rather PDR, they're getting picked off before they're even getting there.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This is such an iffy play for me. Smart Omega, they should have just... sorry, not Smart Omega. PDR Esports, they should have just taken a more straightforward approach in towards corner building, or at least make a play in for Butchers. And now, even with the XS1 Goliath, what are they achieving? They're not pulling the B flag. They're not pulling the C flag. They're winning gunfights. But this is domination. It's not team deathmatch.
Certainly to be the case here. Here comes now, and this is a problem. If you let Smart Omega take that, then they're going to get the utility up online. They're going to get those score streaks to be able to deny the plan from the capture from happening on that Charlie point. Now that they have that cluster, what are you doing, PDR? They had two choices. Go hard towards B or go hard towards Charlie and flip things over. They did neither, and that indecisiveness is now biting them in the back, and this is where Smart Omega are so good, for them to be able to make those decisions, to be able to play as one cohesive unit instead of trickling on in. Now, Bravo Point has been captured, but could be too little too late. They're going to need a triple cap at this point for the meantime to be able to get back into the game. Now, Charlie Point is going to be so difficult to hold on to, at least to retake, especially with the Goliath now up on board. This is a done game. Smart Omega should take the series 3-0.
Yeah, this is the kind of situation you want to be pulling out the XS1 Goliath, man. It's game over. 150 to 133. It doesn't matter what PDR Esports is on. Smart Omega won this map hands down. PDR Esports, not saying they didn't have a chance. I'm so upset they did not take advantage of that situation. The game was theirs. They pulled it right back. Smart Omega made the mistake, but they didn't punish them, Nico.
So close, AJ, from taking that one. For them to start off, the opening half in that decisive fashion, you can tell that they did the homework on how to dismantle the Smart Omega crossfire domination, and that they were. It was a really, really good opening half here for the side of PDR, but you can see, like, in a non-respawn game mode like this, it's so easy to snowball and avalanche a one big mistake into the map win. And I really think the turning point was when they dropped that Goliath and then suddenly became quite indecisive on what they went. It seemed like they were holding that Butchers but not really going for anything much. It didn't